Hello everyone! It's me again, Alona, your breastfeeding lactation nurse. Today I'm going to continue the breastfeeding teaching that I've uploaded like a week or 2 weeks ago about manual expression while if you are stuck in your home or if you are in the evacuation center, that especially after the disaster, if you have no other place to go, so you're staying in a disaster area, evacuation area where you have no access to electricity or to your breast pump. So this is the continuation of that video that I've showed to you on how to manually express your breast milk. Now, in the last video that I've uploaded, if you haven't watched it, please make sure watch that so that you will know on how to manually express your milk effectively, because there are so many moms that are really struggling on how to manually express their milk, especially if they're in the critical situation that they really needed the milk because they can't afford to buy milk. So here's the continuation. So in the last part of that video, I was talking about what are the important nerves that you need to know in order for you to get the most amount of milk from your breast. So when you look at this breast model, when you look at this side here, this is like the 8 o'clock, so this is 9 o'clock. Below here, which is the 8 o'clock portion or part of your breast, is what it's called intercostal nerve. That it is a very important nerve in our breast that really important to stimulate so that you can get lots of milk. So in the left side of your breast, when you look at in the clock hour, this is 3 o'clock, but 4 o'clock, below the 3 o'clock, is another nerve that is very important for you to stimulate when you are expressing or even when you're breastfeeding. Why I'm emphasize those nerves? Okay, those nerves in our breast. So we have lots of nerves in our breast, not just that important part. But that part is really one of the very powerful nerves in our breast that signals every time moms expresses that part or stimulate that part. It stimulates the nerves of your breast, right? And signals your brain to release oxytocin, okay? So when there's good signal, there's good supply of milk because there's lots of oxytocin hormone that releases when it's stimulated. So it is important that you know where those nerves are so that you'll be able to stimulate it while you're doing manual expression. So again, if you haven't watched the videos that I've uploaded on how to manually express your breast, it is very important that you really go deeper. Okay, if you're manually expressing it in a bottle, making sure you do it deeper, because when you just do it this part, this area, you don't get that much. And some moms would say, oh, Alona, my hands are already very tired and sore. I've been pumping for more than 45 minutes. I only get maybe 20 mils or 30 mils. Because you probably did not do it really good when you're massaging or stimulating your breast deeply, okay? Again, the deeper you go, the more stimulation of the nerves. If you just do it lightly like this, the nerves are around here. It is important that you're going to go deeper, okay? So the same thing, if you are latching your baby, and your baby is just to the tip of the nipple, not even around the areola part, so you may notice that the flow of your milk is slow and the baby still gets hungry. Often because, yes, you're thinking, oh, my baby is latched properly, but not deep enough. that the baby can really stimulate the nerves. So the deeper the baby goes, the more stimulation to the nerves. With tons of stimulation to the nerves, there's lots of signals to your brain. So the brain releases the hormone called oxytocin that produces tons of milk. So again, when you think about it, it's a lot of work, right? Breastfeeding is a lot of work. People would say, oh, breastfeeding is easy. Yes. Breastfeeding is easy when your breast milk is already established, maybe a month or so. When your baby gets older, when the baby is already like a pro latching and you don't have to worry about it. But if you're just a beginner and if you're just like teaching yourself how to latch the baby, how to manually express it, it takes a lot of work. So do not feel too confident that, oh, my baby is breastfeeding good. You can only feel that when you know that your baby is gaining weight and you know that your milk, your breast is always have a really good flow of milk supply. So again, go back to the stimulation because this is very important, especially if you really need lots of milk supply. So the deeper you go, I always demonstrate it when I do prenatal class. So when I demonstrate it, I push deep and then I roll my thumb together with my index finger, okay? Push deep and then I roll my thumb deeper. Now, take note, I've mentioned this one many times. Wherever that sweet spot is, meaning the spot where you touch it and squeeze it, that you can see the spray of your mouth, focus on that area. Why? Because that's the so-called sweet spot in your breast. So focus on that because that's where you get lots flow of milk. And this is what really affects when you are manually expressing your milk. This is what affects on how much you get. When you are frustrated, when you are rushing, when you don't take your time to manually express it, you don't get that much milk. Unless you are, after a month or so, that your milk is fully established, one massage like that, you can get 2 or 3 ounces, you are a perfect mom for your baby in terms of breast milk. But for some moms who are struggling, take your time to relax your brain first. Find a comfortable place. I know if you are in the evacuation center that there may be so many distractions, but if you can find a place where you can just focus on manually expressing it, do the thing that you need to do to make sure that you properly massage and stimulate it. What you need to do too is some moms would put a warm towel. If you can get a warm towel, that would be good. You can put it there for maybe 2 minutes. Put it in there because that stimulates the letdown, okay, with a warm towel. Or some moms would do this. If you have no warm towel, do this. Warm your hand and put it there. So you can warm your hand, put it there. You remember those nerves that I told you? Warm it, put it there. Keep doing that, maybe for 2 minutes. Especially when it's rainy days that your skin is cold, you know. Warm it, put it there. Once your breast is warming up, then you're ready to manually express it. Now again, before you manually express your breast, you can drink water, you can drink warm milk, whatever make you feel comfortable. Eat some snacks. If you're hungry, do not rush, because when you're hungry, when your stomach's telling you, oh, you're hungry, and then you're gonna start pumping, you're gonna start manually expressing your milk, do you think you're gonna get lots of milk? No, because your stomach is distracting you, your brain is telling you that you're hungry. So making sure, look after yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Have something to drink, have something to eat, then find a comfortable place, then start manually expressing it. Now, there may be times that when you're expressing your breast, manually expressing it, that you can get the full amount of milk from only one breast, that the milk that you need. So how about the other one? You need to do something on this. Do not abandon this one for even 3 or even 6 hours. Because when you do that, every time you miss a 3-hour or 2-hour stimulation here, that tells your brain that, okay, you're not using that breast, I will not make more milk in that breast. That's how your brain thinks when you're not doing anything on the other one. So don't feel too confident that, oh, I have enough on this breast, I will not do. Do both if you have some time or more time to do it, okay? So that both breasts will continue producing milk. Now, very common for some moms that do not have even amount of milk. This maybe have tons of milk and this one has poor milk supply. So wherever that part or side of your breast, left or right, that has lower milk supply, focus on that breast frequently, because that's how you stimulate the nerves and it produces more milk on that side. But making sure that you also pay attention to the other one, because it may get affected if you just focus on one side. So I think that is this is the last video, so for now, about manual expression. If you really need it badly, if you're in the disaster area, that you have no time to use your pump or the baby is not latching properly, so you can utilize your hand. And I keep saying this one when I do prenatal class. If your partner is comfortable doing it with you to help you express your milk because you have no breast pump, do it. Because you know what? A man's touch, especially your partner, or even just a massage on your back, your ribs, massaging it, like if your husband can rub your back like this while you are manually expressing it, or even like, you know, giving you a head massage that relaxes your head, your brain, could really help you to get more milk. Or if you ask your husband to massage your feet, I know it's a lot of work, but husband is there to help the partner, okay? Breastfeeding is a teamwork. I always say this. Not just for the mother, not just the baby. It's a teamwork. So if your husband can massage your feet while you're doing manual expression or rubbing your back as well, that could really help you a lot to get the milk that you need for your baby. Because I know when you save a lot of milk in your fridge, in your freezer, would really save you a lot of money, because I know formula artificial milk right now is very expensive. So I'm hoping that you gain lots of knowledge with this manual expression part 2. If you missed the part 1, please go back. You need to watch that part 1 that I've demonstrated on what to do, okay? If you're in under disaster and you are in the evacuation center. So thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, because every 2 days there will be more videos about babies, about pregnancy, about nursing, about breastfeeding, about education. So follow me in this journey. It's free, so don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again and have a really nice day.